world. He comes from Greece, as we all know. His best result in Roland Garros. As I have said earlier,
So hello guys and welcome back. Now today we'll be live streaming the round of 16 matchup, very interesting match between Daniil Medvedev and Alexander Zverev, and we will start just after the match between Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will be finished, so don't go anywhere. We'll start right after Novak Djokovic, the world number one, will finish his match. So we'll be right back after the match between Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti. Should be a good one to finish the day at Monte Carlo. For today it will be the number 3 seed Daniil Medvedev facing the number 13 seed Alexander Sasha Zverev. What a matchup for the round of for the third round. A great matchup between two great players. They have already faced each other 13 times, but we'll talk more about their head-to-head when the match will start. So for now it's a goodbye, but we'll be back in just about an hour's time or so when Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will finish their match. So guys, right now Lorenzo Musetti against Novak Djokovic, they are in the third set, but of course we are awaiting the big matchup for today. Daniil Medvedev against Alexander Zverev. The match will start right after Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will finish their match. Oh, Kicksplat is asking when it starts. It will start probably in just about an hour's time. Right now, Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti are still playing on the center court, so this live stream will probably start in just about an hour's time. Or we should see, but obviously they need some time to clear up the court as well. So, in just about an hour's time, probably, Sasha Zverev against Daniil Medvedev will start. Yeah, who will win in my opinion? Well, I will keep my prediction for when the match will start. Then I will tell you. I will keep it as a little mystery for now. But they have met each other 13 times in the past. Head-to-head is very, very tight. So it should be a tight one even today. And we should see. Let the better player win. So guys, hello and welcome back. We are live and we are waiting for the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev. But right now Novak Djokovic is still playing against Lorenzo Musetti, as you can see on the screen. So they are fighting in the third set actually. So Lorenzo Musetti playing pretty well today actually. He has taken the second set of Novak Djokovic, and right now they are in the third set, but we of course are waiting for the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev. I'm trying to refresh the score between Novak and Lorenzo, so hopefully, oh, right now it has moved. Again guys, if you have any questions concerning the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev, you can ask your questions in the chat as always. Kicksplay saying, I bet Medvedev will win. I mean, I don't know. I think it will be tight. He's more consistent than Zverev. Also the injury worries me for Sasha Zverev. Yeah, I mean, obviously there have been some worries concerning the injury of Zverev. Since he was injured at Roland Garros last year, there have always been these kind of injury issues for him, or at least some scares from that injury, but I don't think it's really bothering him anymore. So I think he should be pretty much close to 100% today against Daniil Medvedev. So again, let the better player win. We still have some time. Again, Novak Djokovic has been playing against Lorenzo Musetti for, well, over 2.25 hours, so they have been playing for quite some time right now, but we still have approximately an hour or so till the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev, so we can take a very quick look at their head-to-head. Actually, 7 wins for Daniil Medvedev, 6 wins for Sasha Zverev. It's pretty tight there. Their last 5 meetings, as you can see on the board, last time they met this year at Indian Wells, it was in the round of 16 as well, actually, and Daniil Medvedev eventually getting through that one. It was a hard-fought battle, 3 sets. Actually, Sasha Zverev won the first set in a tiebreaker, but then Daniil Medvedev was able to come back. So it will be tight even today, I have a feeling, even though we know that Daniil Medvedev doesn't really enjoy playing on clay. But yeah, I think he will put up a good fight against Sasha Zverev today. So again guys, we'll be starting in about hour or so. It all depends on how long Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will be playing. But again, if you have some questions guys, something you want to discuss, leave that in the chat as always, and when the match will start we will be discussing all of your questions and all of your thoughts. So I will be very happy to discuss all of your questions, and for now we'll take a short break before the match starts, and I will be seeing you again in about an hour's time or so. So for now it's a goodbye, but I will see you in about an hour or so when Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will finish their business. So guys, very unfortunate news. The match between Lorenzo Musetti and Novak Djokovic is delayed because of the rain delay. It started raining at Monte Carlo, so very unfortunate. Obviously, we are hoping that the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev will be played today. I'm pretty sure I have just checked the weather at Monte Carlo, and it should stop raining in pretty early, actually, in just about an hour's time. So hopefully the match between Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will finish, and then we will start the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev, hopefully today, but it probably won't be before something like 8 or 9 p.m. Central European Time, CET. It probably won't be before that. So we still have just about an hour and a half, or maybe even 2 hours before Daniil Medvedev and Alexander Zverev will go on the court. So again, guys, we'll just wait and then we'll see. But hopefully this blockbuster match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev will be played. We are hoping that it will be played. Fingers crossed. And yeah, I will talk you through that one if it will be played indeed. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat, and then in the stream later, when hopefully the match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev will start, then we will discuss them. So again, guys, thank you very much for your patience. We all have to wait right now. That's the only thing we can do. There were some news that the weather at Monte Carlo probably won't be very good and very nice to us today, and unfortunately those predictions turn out to be true because it started to rain at Monte Carlo. Also some thunderstorms as well. But again, according to the weather app, the thunderstorms and the rain should be over in just about an hour's time. So then hopefully at 7:30 CET, the match between Lorenzo Musetti and Novak Djokovic will continue, and then hopefully after that match will finish, we will get our match between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev. So for now it is a rain delay, but we have we can look at head-to-head between Sasha Zverev and Daniil Medvedev. It is pretty tight, as you can see. 7 wins for Medvedev, 6 wins for Sasha Zverev. Pretty tight between those two. Again, guys, if you have any predictions, leave them in the chat as always. Actually, Daniil Medvedev has won their last meeting at Indian Wells this year. It also was at round of 16. It was a hard-fought battle in 3 sets. Eventually, Daniil Medvedev, winning in the third set 7-5. And then, yeah, before that, they met in the year 2021. They actually didn't play any match at 2022. Of course, most importantly because of the injury of Sasha Zverev that he picked up at Roland Garros. When we look at Daniil Medvedev, well, it has been pretty darn good season for the Russian, ranking number 5 right now. He's 27 years old, from Russia. He plays right-handed, double-handed backhand, turned pro back in 2014, and this year it has been quite some ride for Daniil Medvedev. 29 wins, only 3 losses. And he has won already 4 titles this season: Rotterdam, Doha, Dubai and Miami, and he also made final at Indian Wells. So in his past 5 events he has made 5 finals in a row. Let's see if this streak will continue in Monte Carlo, but obviously he doesn't really enjoy playing on clay, so it will be interesting how he will play today against Sasha Zverev, world number 16 currently. Of course, he has dropped a lot of spots because of his injury that he picked up at Roland Garros last year against Rafael Nadal. It was an epic match before Sasha Zverev eventually got injured. This year for Zverev, before Monte Carlo, it wasn't really good. 8 wins, 9 losses, and no titles so far this year. But Sasha Zverev, 25-year-old from Germany, will be hoping that Monte Carlo will be the tournament where he can bounce back from all of those bad things that happened to him in the past year or so. So let's see how he does today against his good friend, against a man he knows for quite some time, against Daniil Medvedev. And well, let's look at race to Turin, and you can see Daniil Medvedev at the very top there with over 3,000 points. It has been a good season. Even this shows you how good of a season this has been so far for the 27-year-old Russian. Daniil Medvedev at the top in the race to Turin, and yeah, number 2 Novak Djokovic with a win at Australian Open. He has 2,520 points. And on the third spot, it is Jannik Sinner, the 21-year-old with 1,915 points, and Carlos Alcaraz on the spot number 4. So yeah, guys, for now, as I have said, we have a rain delay at Monte Carlo. Unfortunately, the rain started, so Lorenzo Musetti and Novak Djokovic, they have walked out of the court, and we are waiting for their match to be resumed. And then after Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti will finish their business, then it will be Alexander Zverev against Daniil Medvedev, hopefully later today in about 2 hours time or so. So for now, guys, I will leave you with that, but hopefully we will see each other very, very soon. So guys, just a quick update. Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti should be back on the court in just about a quarter of an hour, in 15 minutes or so. So the rain delay, hopefully as I was expecting, will not last that long, and Lorenzo Musetti and Novak Djokovic will try to finish their match. Novak Djokovic winning the first set 6-4, Lorenzo Musetti winning the second one 7-5. Right now it is one game all in the set number 3, but they should resume their match in just about 15 minutes or so, and then after that it will be Sasha Zverev against Daniil Medvedev. So hopefully we won't have to wait that long. I'm expecting about an hour and a half or hour or so until Daniil Medvedev and Sasha Zverev should get on the court, but we'll still have a rain delay. But as I have said, the latest news are saying that it will take just about 15 minutes to get everything ready after the rain, to get the spectators back on their seats, and then Lorenzo Musetti against Novak Djokovic will finish their match, and right after that, well, it will be Daniil Medvedev against Sasha Zverev. So again, guys, if you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the chat as always, and then when the match between Daniil Medvedev and Sasha Zverev will start, we will discuss all of your questions, all of your thoughts. So till then, it's a goodbye from me. Well, hello guys, and welcome back. So Novak Djokovic and Lorenzo Musetti have just finished their match. And well, it's Novak Djokovic, another early exit for the Serb at Monte Carlo. I will just try to get this score right because we need to adjust it a little bit to get Daniil Medvedev and Alexander Zverev on the screen. Again, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Finally, we have been waiting for quite some time, over an hour and a half. This stream has been going, but our wait seems to be over right now. Sorry for the inconvenience and sorry for the messing up with the screen, but I just need to get Alexander Zverev and Daniil Medvedev on the board here for us. Again, guys, if you have any questions about the match, any thoughts, any remarks, leave them in the chat. As always, I will be happy to answer all of your thoughts, all of your questions. Here we go. We should have right now the score up and running, so hopefully it will be a good match today. 96 subscribers, guys. Thank you very much for subscribing. I really appreciate every single one of you as we are trying to reach 100 subscribers. That will be a big milestone. So thank you very much, guys. And let's start very slowly but surely. Let's start with a preview for this match. So let's look at Daniil Medvedev first, okay? He is a great player indeed, and well, it has been quite some year for Daniil Medvedev so far. As you can see, 29 wins, only 3 losses. That's pretty darn good for the Russian. He has won already 4 titles this year at Rotterdam, Doha, Dubai and Miami. All of those titles on hard courts, actually. Obviously, he's a hard court player. That's the environment he feels best at. So let's see how he does at Monte Carlo this year. He's facing Sasha Zverev today. It's a beautiful scenery, really, at Monte Carlo. A really sunset just over the stadium, just over Cours Ranier Tour. So it should be a great night of tennis today at Monte Carlo. And Daniil Medvedev, well, he will be hoping that he can beat his good old friend Sasha Zverev. They have known each other for a very, very long time. So let's see how today's match will play. And he plays Daniil Medvedev, of course, right-handed. He's ranked number 5 in the world, 27 years old. He has won 19 career titles. But guess what? None of those titles have come on clay. That's probably not very surprising. Aya, hello from France. Hello. Greetings from Slovakia. Hopefully you are doing well. You can share, guys, your predictions in the chat. As I have said, Sasha Zverev, here we go. The number 16 in the world from Germany. He was born in Munich, I do believe. Actually, right now, I'm not sure. But he's from Germany, representing Germany. Turned pro back in 2013, of course, Alexander Sasha Zverev. He has got a Russian background, so he can speak, obviously, Russian fluently. And he has got very good relations with all of the Russian players, including his today's opponent, Daniil Medvedev. Career titles for Sasha Zverev, look at that, 19, exactly the same number as Daniil Medvedev. Both of them have won 19 titles in their careers, and actually, Daniil Medvedev, 0 titles on clay, and Sasha Zverev, 6 titles on clay. This year it has been quite a struggle for Sasha Zverev. Before Roland Garros, he has registered only 8 wins and 9 losses. He has been still coming back from that injury that he picked up last year at Roland Garros, but hopefully the things will start to get better for Sasha Zverev, and let's see how he does today in the third round, in the round of 16 against Daniil Medvedev. And let's look at their head-to-heads as well. They have played each other 13 times. That's quite a lot. Daniil Medvedev winning on 7 occasions, Sasha Zverev winning 6 matches, and last time they faced each other this year at Indian Wells, it was also in the round of 16. It was an epic match, and Daniil Medvedev eventually defeating Sasha Zverev, but it was far from easy for Daniil Medvedev. He had to do it the hard way in 3 sets, eventually coming through that one 7-5 in the third. So I think it will be pretty similar match today at Masters 1000 in Monte Carlo. And well, I have said Daniil Medvedev has been playing pretty well recently. That also is shown on the board when we look at Race to Turin. Race to Turin, well, Daniil Medvedev right at the top so far this season. He has been able to pick up 3,120 points. He's on that spot number 1. Novak Djokovic second spot, Jannik Sinner third, Carlos Alcaraz fourth. But it has been quite some year for Daniil Medvedev. But obviously, this is his first tournament on clay this year, and should be interesting to see how it plays out. So that's a little bit of a preview for today's match. And yeah, hopefully it will be a good one. As I have said, 7 wins for Daniil Medvedev, 6 wins for Sasha Zverev, but this is actually their first meeting on clay. They have never met on clay on this surface, so this should be quite some exciting match today at Monte Carlo. Again, guys, if you have any score predictions, leave them in the chat as always. If you have any questions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat as well. We have waited quite some time for this match, actually, because of the rain delay in the match between Lorenzo Musetti and Novak Djokovic, and it has been an upset. Novak Djokovic, what do you think, guys, about his performance? I can say that I can throw right now all of my predictions into the bin, because before the tournament I predicted Novak Djokovic to win Monte Carlo, and right now, well, it's not looking very realistic because he's out of the draw. So my predictions are completely ruined because of Novak Djokovic. So Novak, I cannot say angry at you, but obviously I'm not very happy that my predictions weren't true. So should be interesting to see how this match will play out. But yeah, a big upset. Lorenzo Musetti getting the biggest win of his young career so far, defeating the world number 1, defeating Novak Djokovic. Everything is getting ready at Monte Carlo for the start of this match. Should be a good one between Daniil Medvedev and Sasha Zverev. Yeah, I have come from work actually pretty early, guys, today. I was hoping to catch this match that will start the live stream at like 6 p.m. my time or so, but because of the rain delay, well, right now it's like 8 p.m. so it took some time, but finally we are here with this match, guys. So hopefully it will be a good one. Hopefully it will be a good one, and it promises to be a good one. We are ready to go. Both of the players have finished the warm-up. Daniil Medvedev won the coin toss and he elected to receive. The majority of players actually right now, if they won the coin toss, they will elect to receive. So Daniil Medvedev doing that as well. And it will be Sasha Zverev who will start this match on his serve. Everything ready, guys? Hopefully you are ready as well. Let's start this match. Alexander Zverev serving. So, first serve from Sasha Zverev, goes in, Daniil Medvedev returns, forehand from Zverev, that's good. 15 love for Sasha. Well played from Zverev. So he will be serving yet again. Sasha Zverev on his serve. Actually, my stream is a little bit late, so I have only 15 love. Sasha Zverev, great first serve, that's an ace. 30 love. Well played from Zverev, very. Again, if he keeps up this serving, if he will be serving very well, then I think, well, it will be tough for Daniil Medvedev to get anything going on the serve of Sasha Zverev. We all know Medvedev is a very good returner, and actually the clay should suit him as a returner because the ball bounces a little bit slower. So again, that should suit the returner, but let's see how Daniil Medvedev will do. So serve from Zverev. Goes wide. It will be second serve from Zverev. Second serve from Sasha. Goes in. Backhand from Medvedev. That's a very good backhand. 30-15. What a return from Medvedev. This is what I was talking about. If the balls are a little bit, slower on the clay court, so actually when the second serve is slower as well, then it could be a very, very good position for the returner. And again, Daniil Medvedev taking full advantage of that with a very good return. So again, Sasha Zverev serving. First serve goes in. Daniil Medvedev returns with a forehand. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev this time. Forehand from Medvedev. Goes wide. 40-15. Was a pretty long rally here, this. But eventually the ball goes wide. So it is 40-15. 40-15. Zverev serving. Sasha Zverev. First serve goes in. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev hits the net, and that's it for the first game. Sasha Zverev leading 4 games to love. So, 1 game to love for Sasha Zverev. Daniil Medvedev is on serve right now. Daniil Medvedev will serve here. Again, I don't know why the score is just going in front of my stream actually. But again, guys, if you have any score predictions here, make sure to leave them in the chat as always. First serve goes in for Medvedev and he wins the point. 15 love for Daniil. Again, first serve from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev, hits the net. That didn't go over the net. 30 love for Daniil here. 30 love for Daniil. Yes, he will be trying to make it 1 game all at the beginning of this match. Again, good first serve from Medvedev, and that's 40 love. 40 love for Medi here. Again, I wonder how well he will be able to play on these conditions. Because obviously Medvedev doesn't like to play on clay, but he was able to defeat Lorenzo Sonego. I mean, obviously Lorenzo Sonego probably wasn't playing his best in that match, but again, Daniil Medvedev was able to get a win there. So, I mean, it still counts. So let's see how he will be able to do today against Alexander Zverev. But should be interesting, yeah, to see how this one will play out. Certainly. First serve from Medvedev goes wide. It will be second serve from Medi here. Second serve goes in. Backhand from Sasha. Drop shot from... No, actually will be repeated again. Repeated first, second serve from Medvedev. Goes in. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Sasha. Drop shot from Medvedev. Zverev didn't get to it. Actually, he got to it, but he has dragged the ball wide, so it is 1 game all. Medvedev holds serve. So Medvedev holds. That's pretty important for him, obviously. First game always important to hold. Medvedev is going to change racket maybe. No, he's just going to get a towel. So we have a little bit of a delay before Sasha Zverev will be able to get that first serve again in. So guys, what do you think? Who do you reckon will win this one? Tell me in the chat as always. Sasha Zverev serving here. Sasha Zverev on serve. First serve hits the net. Second serve from Zverev it will be. Second serve. Goes in. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand on the run from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Slice backhand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Backhand from Medi. Hits the net. So that's a win. A good point from Zverev here. 15 love for him. Was a good point again. Zverev is moving very well, it seems like, in Monte Carlo so far, so I would reckon he's probably back to his 100% based on what he's saying. But what do you think of the tournament so far, guys? I mean, Novak Djokovic today losing to Lorenzo Musetti, that was a pretty upset. Obviously, I expected Novak Djokovic actually to win the tournament in my prediction before Monte Carlo, but it was not meant to be. Again, in the past couple of years, Novak Djokovic was just not able to get those results at Monte Carlo. I don't know why, actually, but yeah, maybe it hurt him that he also wasn't able to play at United States in the opening 2 Masters 1000s of the season. He wasn't able to play at Indian Wells, wasn't able to play at Miami, so that might also have hurt him, that he wasn't able to play for quite some time. But yeah, again, should be interesting to see how he will play in the next tournament. Probably, I don't think he's playing Barcelona. I don't think he's playing Barcelona. I think he will be playing Madrid next. So yes, he's got some time before Madrid. So let's see how he will adjust to those conditions in Madrid. In the meantime, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev again, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, forehand from Medi, slice forehand from Sasha, forehand from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev. There's a long rally. The ball goes wide from Zverev. 15-30. 15-30, maybe some opening for Daniil Medvedev early here on the serve of Sasha Zverev. Maybe some opening for Daniil Medvedev. And he actually gets next point, so it's 15-40. Sasha Zverev might be in a little bit of a trouble here. 15-40 for Daniil Medvedev on the serve of Sasha Zverev. Maybe some trouble here for the German. So let's see how Zverev will cope with this one. Zverev is serving. Again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat as always. Will be first serve from Zverev here. He's taking his time. He's one of those players that actually likes to take some time between the points, whereas Daniil Medvedev, he's one of the quickest players, I would say, on tour, based on how quick he's playing. This score is quite annoying me because it's going before my stream, so I would have to fix it some way, somehow. Forehand from Medi, forehand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, slice backhand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev goes in. That's a nice point. That's a nice pass from Sasha Zverev. He was actually in quite some trouble there, but eventually he got through it. So yeah, good pass from Sasha Zverev here. It was really good pass. So 40-30 for Daniil Medvedev on the serve of Sasha Zverev. This should be interesting. The next point is huge. This next point is huge. Second break point for Daniil Medvedev on the serve of Sasha Zverev. First serve from Zverev hits the net. It will be second serve from the German. Second serve from the German. Goes in. Forehand from Medi. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Hits the net. And Daniil Medvedev gets the break. 2-1. 2-1 for the Russian. Sasha Zverev walking back to his chair. Daniil Medvedev gets the early break here. What is going on here? Daniil Medvedev getting the break. This might be pretty significant, actually. This break of serve. Yeah, so this might be pretty significant. Daniil Medvedev will be on serve. I'm trying to think like how can I change the score, because it's pretty annoying that the score is getting updated actually, even though I don't want it to get updated just yet. So maybe we'll just write it manually, the score. Let's try to do it. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. We need to make text. Again, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the chat as always. News source. Yeah, and let's try to make it so it is what? It is 2-1. And actually, after that, try to write something, yeah. So let's try to do it like this. Hopefully, guys, you can see those numbers. So Daniil Medvedev on serve. It's 2-1 for Medvedev. And yeah, we are continuing on. Hopefully this will work a little bit better. We need another text source. We need a text. We should think beforehand. We should have thought about this. Okay, in the meantime, it's a point for Sasha Zverev. He went to the net and it paid off. So it's love 15 on the serve of Daniil Medvedev. Let's get this one right here. And hopefully this will be working well for us. Yeah. So it's love 15 on the serve of Daniil Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medi. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Slice forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Slice backhand from Medi. And Zverev going for a drop shot. Medvedev, can he get to it? No, he can't. Sasha Zverev wins this point. Again, very important point. And it's Zverev who got the point. So it's love 30. Love 30. Daniil Medvedev still on serve, but Alexander Zverev leading love 30 on the serve of Daniil Medvedev. First serve from Medvedev hits the net. Will be second serve from Medi here. Second serve from Medvedev goes in. Backhand from Zverev. Backhand from Medvedev. Slice backhand from Zverev hits the net. Medvedev gets very important points here. 15-30. 15-30. Daniil Medvedev serving. First serve hits the net. Will be second serve from Medvedev. Very important point, this one. And second serve hits the net. That's a double fault. That's a double fault from Medvedev. And what a time to hit it. Not ideal. Not ideal. 40 love. Sorry, not 40 love. 15-40. 40-15 for Zverev on the serve of Daniil Medvedev. First serve from Medvedev. This time goes in. And it's an ace. Very important point. Gets double fault on the last point. Now he gets an ace. So that's pretty nice from Medi. 30-40. First serve from Medvedev goes in. Zverev returns. Forehand again from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Hits the net. It hits the net. And it's Sasha Zverev. Just like that. He gets the break back. He gets the break back. So it's 2 games all. 2 games all, and we are back on serve. Zverev will be serving next. Zverev serving next. Let's clear the scoreboard. And Sasha Zverev on serve. 2 games all in the first set between these two. It's a pretty good contest so far. Again, first serve from Zverev hits the net, so it will be repeated first serve. It was called let. So again, first serve from Zverev. Let's see how he does this time. Zverev ready to serve. First serve this time goes in. Medvedev returns, but the ball goes wide. So good first serve. Good first serve from Sasha Zverev here. He got the job done. 15 love for Zverev. $15 love for Sasha. And he's on serve. Let me just move this. First serve from Zverev this time goes wide, so it will be second serve from the German. Second serve from, sorry for that, for the German. Second serve goes in, backhand from Medi hits the net. Zverev wins again, another important point. Another important point that was won by Sasha Zverev. So Zverev on serve, first serve, and that's a brilliant first serve. That's a brilliant first serve, 40 love. 40 love for the German. 40 love for Zverev. Again, first serve from Zverev. Goes wide, it will be second serve from the German, but again, this is a very important game for Zverev to get a hold of serve. He was broken in his last service game, so this is important to hold his serve here. Second serve goes in, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, cross-court forehand goes in, I think. Just about landed in. Just about landed in from Medvedev. That was a good shot. Cross-court forehand just about landing in. 40-15. Sasha Zverev still on serve. He will get 2 more chances to get the game on the board, to make it 3 games to 2 and to take a lead in this first set. So Zverev, first serve goes wide. Will be second serve from the German. Second serve from Zverev. Goes in, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, hits the net, and that's a game for Sasha Zverev. He holds his serve, he holds his nerves, and he makes it 3 games to 2 in this opening set. Daniil Medvedev will be on serve next, but we are getting a short break. Both of the players taking their seats. And yeah, let's see what happens next. We have seen some breaks of serve, we have seen some holds, but as it stands right now, Sasha Zverev up 3 games to 2, and it will be Daniil Medvedev on serve next. So guys, we'll take a very quick break before actually the players will continue to play. We have just a couple of seconds, so I'll just go and grab some drink, but we'll be back in just a second. So guys, we are back, and this is the profile of Sasha Zverev, obviously, but we are right back here. 3-2 for Sasha Zverev. Daniil Medvedev on serve right now. Both of the players have broken once. They have converted their break points. One break of serve for Daniil Medvedev, one break of serve for Sasha Zverev. And right now it is Daniil Medvedev on serve. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev. This is a long rally. Forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev. Zverev goes to the net. Volley from Zverev, and I think that ball bounces twice. So yeah, it's a point for Sasha Zverev. Very well constructed point for Zverev here from Sasha, and he gets the point. And it's love 15. Daniil Medvedev on serve, but maybe some problems again for Daniil Medvedev as he serves again. It was called let, so it will be repeated first serve from Daniil Medvedev. The problem for Daniil, I feel like, on clay is also that his serving is not as good as on hard courts, obviously, because clay is a little bit slower. So his serves are not as effective, and he's serving not as many aces as he would have been serving on hard courts. So this is also, I feel like, an issue for Daniil, maybe, as he hits a backhand, forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev here, forehand from Medvedev goes wide. Some problems here for Daniil Medvedev as he's down love 30 on his own serve. It's not going well, this service game. Again, Medvedev was broken on his last service game, and he's very close to being broken yet again here. First serve from Medvedev goes wide. It will be second serve from Medvedev as he's down love 30 on his own service game. Second serve goes in. Great forehand return from Zverev, and Medvedev is not able to absorb the pace. Great forehand return from Sasha Zverev. Well played, Sasha. Well played, Sasha. As he gets this point, and well, it's love 40. Love 40, and Daniil Medvedev is in a little bit of a trouble, maybe a little bit big of a trouble here on his own serve. Love 40. Sorry. Great serve this time from Medvedev. Great serve. 40-15. Or 15-40, I should say. Medvedev again serving. Sasha's returns. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. And hits the net. That's it. Sasha Zverev is very happy. He pumps his fists because that's a very important break. He gets yet another break. And, well, Medvedev, he was broken twice on his last two service games. That's not very good of a sign for Daniil Medvedev here. So Sasha Zverev gets yet another break and is looking pretty good for Zverev in the opening set as he leads right now. It's 4-2 for Zverev. 4-2 for Sasha. Again, first serve from Zverev goes wide. This was wide. So it will be second serve from the German. Second serve from the German. Second serve from Sasha goes in. Slice forehand from Medi. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Backhand from Medi. Backhand from Zverev. Drop shot from Medvedev, but this is not a good drop shot, and Zverev hits the net. This was a great opportunity for Sasha Zverev here with a very poor drop shot from Daniil Medvedev. But Zverev was not able to convert. Love 15. Zverev on serve. He's trying to get up to 5-2. But it was a very poor shot from Sasha Zverev there. Very poor shot indeed. Zverev serving First serve from Zverev goes in. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Backhand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medi. Backhand from Sasha. Forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Again, forehand from Medvedev. Slice forehand from Zverev. This is a long rally. Very important one as well. If Daniil Medvedev will be able to get this one, but he hits the net. He doesn't get this one. He hits the net eventually. He blinks. And it is 15-all. Sasha Zverev still on serve. Zverev trying to make it 5-2. This game is pretty important. If Zverev will be up 5-2, you feel like he probably will be able to take this first set. If he will be able to get this game in the book. So, Zverev serving 15-all. Again, guys, if you have any predictions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat as always. First serve from Zverev goes wide. Will be second serve from the German. Second serve from Sasha Zverev. Second serve from Zverev goes in. Forehand from Medvedev goes wide. Medvedev is looking at the mark. He's trying to say that it's wide. And he has, again, highlighted the mark. He's trying to persuade the chair umpire to say that it was wide. And what does the umpire think? And I think he has said it was wide. So it's a double fault, it seems like. For Sasha Zverev, yes, it's a double fault. So 15-30. Maybe Medvedev could get a break here, break back, who knows what happens next. First serve from Zverev hits the net. We know that Sasha Zverev could be pretty prone to making a lot of double faults, so hopefully this will not be the case for Zverev. We have been playing for half an hour right now. Second serve from Zverev this time goes in. Slice forehand from Medvedev. Backhand from Zverev. Zverev going for a drop shot. Medvedev, can he get to this ball? No, he can't. Very well played. Very well played for Sasha Zverev. We have to applaud it. Daniil was way back. He was way back. And he didn't expect this drop shot at all. He tried to get to it, however, but he wasn't able to get to it eventually. So, yeah, well played from Zverev. Very good drop shot. And it's 30-all on the serve of Sasha Zverev. Again, Zverev serving. First serve hits the net. Zverev not making a lot of first serves in this game, that's for sure. Again, it will be second serve from Zverev. Let's see if he makes another double fault. Hopefully not. No, second serve goes in. Backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev. And this is another drop shot from Sasha Zverev and another brilliantly placed shot. What a drop shot from Zverev. This is great. Great drop shot. And it is 40-30 for Zverev on his own serve. He was down. He was tested. He was down love 30. But he gets 3 points in a row. And he makes it 40-30. 40-30 on his own serve. So Zverev could, if he wins the next point, he will make it 5-2. And that's a great serve. That's an ace. Well played, Sasha. That's an ace, so that's what she wrote for this game. And it is 5-2 actually. Sasha Zverev is able to, again, get himself on the board. 5-2 in this opening set, and Daniil Medvedev will be serving to stay in this set next. Might be interesting to see if Daniil Medvedev will be able to hold his serve next, because he failed to do so on the last 2 occasions actually. You don't quite often see Daniil Medvedev being broken, but actually that's what happened on the last 2 occasions. So yeah, let's see what happens next. Daniil Medvedev will be on serve, but Sasha Zverev has been able to get 4 games in a row. So 4 games in a row for Alexander Zverev. Daniil Medvedev will be hoping that he can get back on the board on this next game. There is no other way around it. Daniil Medvedev really needs to win this next game if he wants to stay in this set. So hey guys, again, if you have any thoughts, leave them in the chat. As always, 5 games to 2. And Daniil Medvedev will be ready to serve in just a couple seconds. In a couple of seconds, Daniil Medvedev will be ready to serve. He needs to hold here. He needs to hold here. So again, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, leave them in the chat. As always, Daniil Medvedev serving. First serve goes in. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. He goes to the net. That's a volley from Medvedev, but not a very good volley. And Sasha Zverev, eventually, I think he has just dragged the ball wide. It was a good shot. Again, he was able to get to that drop shot or to that volley from Medvedev, but eventually he has just dragged the ball wide. So it is 15 love for Daniil Medvedev here. 15 love for Medi. $15 love. And that's a double fault from Medvedev. That's not very fortunate. Double fault from Medi. So it's 15 all. Again, serve from Medvedev. Medvedev going for a drop shot yet again. Zverev with a forehand. Backhand from Medvedev. Goes wide. It's not going very well for Medvedev in the past couple of minutes. It certainly isn't going well for Medvedev in the past couple of minutes. $15-30 on his serve, and he's down 2 games to 5. Forehand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, slice backhand from Zverev, goes wide. It goes wide. So 30 all. Medvedev wins this point. He will be hoping he can win the next one as well. First serve from Medvedev goes in. No, it goes wide. Sorry, it will be second serve from Medi. Second serve from Medvedev here. Second serve from Medvedev goes in. Backhand from Zverev. Backhand from Medvedev. Slice backhand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. That's a good forehand winner. That's a good forehand winner for Daniil Medvedev. 40-30. And he will be desperately trying to hold his serve here to make it 3 games to 5, because he really has been struggling in the past couple of games. Medvedev again on serve. First serve goes in. Zverev returns. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Forehand from Zverev. Forehand from Medvedev. Hits the net. Not just as of yet. It's deuce. Daniil Medvedev still on serve. Still trying to get on the board yet again. 40 all. It is deuce. Medvedev serving. First serve from Medvedev goes in. Zverev returns. And the ball goes wide from Sasha Zverev. So advantage for Medvedev. Advantage for Daniil. Advantage Medvedev, forehand from Medvedev, Sasha returns, and that's a volley winner from Daniil Medvedev. Volley winner from Medi. And well, oh well. It's 3 games to 5. Daniil Medvedev gets himself on the board. So 3 games to 5. Daniil Medvedev is on the board yet again. He lost obviously 4 games in a row, but right now he gets back on the board. which is pretty important for him, I reckon. Medvedev returns, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev, again backhand from Zverev, backhand from Medvedev. This is a battle of the backhands, and eventually Sasha Zverev was not quite as patient as he probably should have been, and he drags the ball wide. So it is 15 love for, or actually love 15 on the serve of Sasha Zverev. He would love to win this game. He would love to get a hold of a serve here, just to get this set in the books for himself here, Sasha Zverev. Zverev serving. First serve. Again goes wide. Forehand from Zverev, forehand from Medvedev, and that's a winner from Sasha Zverev. That's a winner for Zverev.